So this is the dog, and I'm coming to you from a dreary day in, not Western. I guess it's Western. It's a big, posh, beautiful, elitist neighborhood in the western half of the state of Kentucky. But, it still has some mountains. This is like the rolling foothills. Past the rolling foothills, it's almost like the lower flatlands. But there was some big mountains that got pushed up precariously. There's Charney Mountain. There's McPhee's Mountain. I forget the other name if it's, I can't remember. I think it sounds kind of like German or something. I can't remember. I was going to say Ulysses, but it wasn't, it wasn't even close to Ulysses. It was not Calhoun's or Ousley's, something German, but I can't remember. Anyways, on this experimental Saturday, what I really want to share with you is the man, he's kind of becoming, not a womanizer, believe me, but not a womanizer, but it seems like, women, they get attracted to the man in, I don't want to know what you would say, in groups. They're from different areas, but it just seems like coincidentally, when women begin to notice the man or want to get introduced to the man, it seems like from very different, divergent backgrounds, disparate backgrounds. There might be 2 or 3 or 4 at once. I think what happens is with a poor old man like the man, he has some panache, he has a little pizzazz, something, I don't know. He's got a manor house. He's dirt poor, but he has a manor house that he keeps up and he keeps it going, The women could see that. They're like, something, there's got to be something besides the oxygen deprivation. But the man, he kind of tries to, every once in a while, hey, he can sense when somebody's, the one thing the man said that has been the best thing in his life is when he realized women in Kentucky don't ever say no. You can ask them out, you can ask anybody out. They have to say yes. And even women in general, he noticed, they say yes. He's like, I asked these girls out fully expecting, this was the man, I quoted him, I asked these girls out fully expecting that they would say no, and I'm just praying to God they don't laugh in my face. That's how whatever you would say, balanced. It's almost if I'm committing a micro sexual aggression. Because there's no way. These women are so much younger, so much healthier, so much more fit, so much more vitality, so much more to live for, so much more going for them. 10 guys, if there was 10 guys in the room, I would be the 10th that would deserve to get to go out with this girl. She's got to know, somebody will stumble along and trip into her field of vision at the 7th position, the 6th. She doesn't have to say yes to the 10th guy, out of 10. She doesn't have to do that. But they do. They always say yes, and I take advantage of it, full advantage. It's the only thing I've got going for me. A lot of times I'll be trying to suck in my gut. I'll be trying to focus. I'll be trying to see what I'm trying to even look at. But I know. I can say, yeah, whatever. I can say, would you like to go to dinner just as a friend? I know I'm way too old for you, but could we go out? And I'm just quoting the man here as a dog. Hey, could we, whatever. Maybe we could, bada bing, bada boom, we could go have some fun. I don't dance. I don't want to be around any of your friends. I don't want to do any of the things you like to do. This is a me-centric date based on me. I like to go to restaurants, fine restaurants, and drink really good bourbon and get kind of drunk and eat a really great meal. And if you want to come along, and they always have to say yes. These poor women like, you don't dance? He's like, I don't dance. I'm not getting the car door for you. I'm not going to open up the restaurant door. I'm going to walk behind you and look at your ass. Excuse my French. He always like to say that every once in a while, excuse my French. But anyways, the man on an experimental Saturday, he's all about having 2 or 3, whatever, young, whatever, way out of his league, and he doesn't even ask them out. He waits. He's like a fisherman. He kind of waits till they're swimming around, and for whatever reason, vicariously, they appear vicariously. And what happens is the man, knowing full well that they have to say yes for some reason. Women from Kentucky, especially beautiful women from Kentucky, always say yes. You have to frame it the right way. Listen, it's a non-threatening date. Do you want to? The man's the master of the non-threatening date ask. It's just my treat. But if whatever. But if he tries to become Woody Allen, he's like, whatever. If you want to just, I know I'm way too old. You're so beautiful. And I'm an old man. But I like to go out to dinner. I like to have a few drinks. I like nice company. I'm a charming individual. Maybe you would kind of enjoy yourself. I guarantee you. I guarantee you have some of the finest alcohol and eats that we can get around here. That we can procure around here. Money's no object because I save I save, and just when I have the opportunity to go out, which doesn't happen that much, believe me, then I spend, and then we have a great time. It'll be beautiful. I mean, lots of laughs, and I'll drop you off early. Believe me, you'll get a good, nice beauty rest. With me, you get a good, nice beauty rest. And that's how he does it. He undersells it. He kind of whatever. But believe me, you wouldn't believe, I mean, way out of this man's league, way too hot for him. Just, beautiful babes. I'm not saying perfect. I'm not saying you're like 21-year-old models. But I'm saying 31-year-old bartenders that you're like, oh my God, she's got one little crease right at the top of her thigh on her, but just below her butt. It's like, the man, he's 55. He's like, that's it. She looked beautiful. I mean, high dollar ass walking away. The hourglass figure, svelte though, still hourglass, right in the middle, right in that perfect thing of beauty and greatness, And the man was dying. The man was like, God, did you see her walking away? And I said, yeah, she had them short shorts. The man said, I don't think there's any future in it, but that's one person I'd like to take up there to that Cavaliers, that really nice restaurant, you know what I'm talking about? I said, yeah, I do. That's where you take her there, and you never know, you might be hitting it off.